Welcome back, YouTube. I hope you're all having a great day. Let's begin our next challenge, level 19. The goal for this level is to gain access to the next level by using the setuid binary in the home directory. They recommend we first execute it without arguments to find out how to use it, and then the password can be found in /etc/bandit pass. Let's head over to the terminal. We have our setuid binary file available. But let's first find out the exact location of our password file. They mentioned it is under /etc/bandit pass. We don't know the exact file name, so we will make use of autocompletion by hitting the tab button. If we hit the tab button twice consecutively, it will show all the possible files located in the directory. And we want the Bandit 20 file. Let's see if we can read it. We can't, because we don't have the right permissions. Currently, we only have level 19 permissions, which allows us to read Bandit 19. But we can't read any other file. Now, there are two important questions to ask concerning permissions. The first is, which permissions do we have? And the second is, which permissions do the files that we want to access have? The first we can find out by using the id command. id prints user and group information for each specified user, or when we don't specify one, for the current user, which is ourselves. Here we have our user ID and the correlating user name, group ID with our group name, and all the groups we are part of, which is currently just this one. For the file permissions, we can find that out by using the list command, which we have used before. And we will use it together with the -l option to use a long listing format. Now, to explain the long listing format, I will use our desired password file. And I'll do the same for the bandit20-do file. The long listing format gives results in the following order. The first character indicates the file type. Possible file types and their characters are the following, with a dash for a regular file and the D for directory being the most common. Next up, we have 9 permission characters. The first 3 are related to the user, which is ourselves. The middle 3 are related to the group we belong to, and the last 3 are for everyone else. The following are possible permission characters, with the first 4 being the most common: readable, writable, executable, and no permissions. However, we see in our binary file that the S character is set, meaning this file is executable and it can change our user ID. Now note, I say it can change our user ID because the S is specified in the first 3 characters, which relate to user. If the S was specified on this place, the file would be able to change our group ID. Then we have the link count, which indicates the number of different files that all point to this file via symbolic or hard links. We have our owner name, our group name, the file size in bytes, date and time this file was last accessed, and our file name. Now that we know everything, let's look at our bandit20-do file, or as they call it, the setuid binary. This file is of the executable type, so we can execute it in the following way. In our current directory, We want to access our Bandit file, and we execute it. So this file runs a command as another user. Let's try their example. As mentioned before, the ID command indicates which permissions we, as a current user, have. The user ID and group ID remain unchanged, but here we have a new entry. EUID stands for Effective User ID, which means besides our normal user ID of Bandit 19, we can access anything the Bandit 20 ID has permissions for, which is exactly what we need to access our password file. Because here it mentions that the owner of this file is Bandit 20. So let's try and read our password file by using the executable. We don't want to use quotes because we need the executable to treat both arguments separately. Congratulations, we finally obtained our password. Now I hope this video was not too technical, while still doing a good job at explaining the concepts that we used. Please let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Let's continue to log out and register our completion. To log out, we either type logout, exit, or we hit Ctrl D. We want to log in to the next level with the password we just obtained. We successfully logged in. To register our completion, we type the reshell command. Everything is successfully synchronized. Let's verify on the reshell website. We update. Again, congratulations on completing level 19. You rock! Thank you for watching this video. Please show your support and hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to keep up to date with our next achievements.